tabletop RPG rulebooks and systems can seem big and intimidating. On Too Long Didn't Play, we break down the seemingly complex content of tabletop RPGs in about 5 minutes, so you can decide if you want to check a system out in more detail. Carrie steps up to the microphone as it hums underneath the spotlight and belts out a few bars as the hodgepodge of noises in the Rouge dies down around them. All eyes settle on them, including those of the bodacious club owner, Cassandra. As the bohemian singer captivates the crowd, Riggs, the well-to-do gentleman inventor, commits a little bit of skullduggery and slides into the back office to retrieve his most recent invention and the books that contain the massive amount of debt he owes. He tries to slip out and signal his aristocrat friend Peter when he runs smack dab into the chest of that big oaf Templeton. Rather than create a kerfuffle, Riggs lets them drag him out behind the club and give him a once-over. It'll be worth it to give Cassandra her comeuppance. These types of hijinks are exactly the kind of thing you'll get up to in Flabbergasted. From the Wanderer's Tome, to create your protagonist in Flabbergasted, you're going to pick from one of 4 archetypes: the aristocrat, bohemian, help, or well-to-do, and assign 10 points across 4 different character traits that you'll use when approaching problems. Are you skilled in bravado and passion, versed in culture or etiquette? Can you solve problems with wit and sharp? Or do you use creativity and passion to captivate the crowd? Then, after you've picked those, you select a name, relationship status, profession or title, and a flaw. Then finally, you write a very short backstory and create a dilemma for your character. Your dilemma is something that occupies a lot of your character's time and drives a lot of the tension and narrative in Flabbergasted, so choose wisely. Pick a memento or 2 after that and assign your scene cues, and then you're ready to go. Flabbergasted deeply encourages roleplay to resolve problems and makes use heavily of scene cues. Scene cues are special abilities or moves. You start with 4 of them that you can improve during play as you advance. You can also use these moves to insert narrative elements, connect with NPCs, or manifest essential skills in key moments. This lets you basically automatically succeed at select tasks based on your archetype. But scene cues are single use and they're limited per episode, so sometimes you have to roll the dice. When you roll the dice, Flabbergasted uses a dice pool system. You roll 1 die for every point you have in the corresponding character trait that you're using to approach the problem. 5s and 6s are successes, and you need 1 to 3 successes to accomplish most tasks based on how difficult the director says the problem is. Overall, this system moves quickly and cleanly with amazing cinematic moments and very clear resolution when rolling happens. The things I loved most about Flabbergasted were the incorporation of the lucky coin mechanic, which lets you flip a coin instead of rolling dice sometimes with slightly better odds, but you have to earn it, and the amazing art by Andy Bennett and Ricardo Besa. But my favorite part, hands down, is the social club aspect of the game. In a lot of ways, Flabbergasted mechanically plays like a much more streamlined version of Blades in the Dark, with a very different setting and theme. The dice pools and scene cues both have parallels in Blades, and in some ways, the club does function like a crew, but in a far more narratively satisfying way. Your party works together to create a social club that they formed based on an interest that they share. This could be brewing fabulous teas, theater, inventing, exploring, or anything you can think of. You craft the club together, assign positions, hold meetings, and compete against your rival clubs for influence in the roaring 20s cities of Peccadillo. These clubs don't give you powers or bonuses, they just give you clarity about what types of things your group cares about and what they spend their time doing. This gives the structure of Flabbergasted a stellar focus as you start trying to improve your social standing in the city. So if you want to gallivant around town, visit the Haberdasher to get ready for a soiree, cause some ruckus with some scamps or scallywags. If you want to engage in just a little bit of skullduggery, or perhaps just drift willy-nilly from party to party trying to avoid foibles and faux pas, then you, my friend, are ready to get flabbergasted. Thanks for watching. I'm Tony Vasinda, Chief Alchemist over at Plus One Exp, where we multi-class in tabletop game design, beard and skincare alchemy, and the Bardic College of Content Creation. If you have thoughts or questions about Flabbergasted, or if there's a system you want to know more about but don't have time to learn, let us know in the comments below or at Plus One Exp on any social media platform. And remember, if you want more content like this, go ahead and ring the bell to let the butler know it's time to refill. Here at Plus One Exp, we want to create professional quality content for designers of all sizes. If you want to help us create content for small or even first-time game designers, consider supporting our team over on Ko-fi. And remember, if you want more content like this, go ahead and lay on that horn to let people know to get out of the way, because we'll bring it right to you. That still doesn't make any sense.